Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Thank you so much for your continued support, the very few that watch me. It always makes me super happy when I see another view or another comment on my builds. So thank you so much, and if you like what you see, don't forget to comment down below and subscribe. I try to post 2 videos a week, and it's predominantly build videos with a very few let's play. And so today, in tried and true fashion, this is going to be a let's build video. This is continuing the series building Newcrest, in which, surprise surprise, I don't know if you can tell by the name, in which I build Newcrest. So currently for this building Newcrest series, I have done mostly just house builds. I will be starting to do more non-residential builds like pools, libraries, cafes, etc. and etc. But because houses are kind of my favorite, that's what I have been orienting myself towards, and is what we have today. For today's build specifically, I am going to be doing a comfy cubby in the last lot in Newcrest. And when I mean like the last lot, this is the smallest lot, I believe, and it faces the river, and so, or it is adjacent to the river. So how I built it, I wanted to build something that was really like homey, personal, light and airy, that faced the river. So it was kind of like lakeside vibes, but within the confines of a suburban neighborhood. So with the vibes specifically, they are a bit more, again, light and airy with almost lakeside vibes, but a bit more modern, I would say. I also tried to do it so for the build to block the house behind them. So I wanted this house to have very limited exposure to their neighbors. They're predominantly exposed to the sidewalk and to have optimal views for the lake in quotation marks. Again, that would be an awesome world, like a lake world. So not Solani, but instead like a world that the houses are like apartment style or really nice large homes around a lake. They could have a sailing center, some boating activities. Again, I just want more water-based worlds, water-based activities in The Sims. That's all I want. I think that would be so awesome. But alas, for now, we'll just have to survive, which is totally fine. And then I wanted this home to have just a very limited amount of greenery. I really wanted to maximize exposure in regards to it pretending to be a lakeside home, but not really. So maximizing the view, so limited landscaping, limited greenery, but lots of windows facing the way we are designing right now. So very limited windows facing their neighbors, maximum windows facing the other way. And if you like the build behind us that you can see, that build is up on my channel. It is called something. It's part of the Building Newcrest series. It's a single home, or it's a home for a single dad and his 2 children. I believe that is what the title is on my channel. I can't remember all of the title names, sadly, but that is what it is called. I do love that build because it really incorporates eco living into this really nice, cozy, tiny home. And it is a tiny home. But back to the build we're doing. This build is going to have 2 bedrooms and a really nice and small living room kitchen area. So this house is not very big. It's got 1 bathroom. It's actually pretty, it's comfy and it's cozy. A lot of my builds are quite cozy because tiny homes are more fun to do, or smaller homes at least. This falls in that category. So decorating and designing the kitchen and living room area was a little bit of a struggle. So I did add windows facing the neighbors, but I thought you did need windows, but that was not the intention. I wanted, again, limited windows, so I didn't do full windows facing that way. These windows are from the Parent Day pack, or no, sorry, the Get Famous pack. I quite enjoy them because they look like legitimate windows that you can open and close. And again, for the sea breeze, of course, that's what you're going to need, the lake breeze. That does not actually exist in The Sims, but we can always pretend. For the flooring, the wallpaper, I went with a nice, I think I changed this up eventually. I went with lighter tones. I think that's the final choice. It will change in a second. It's the first yawn of the video. I'm not even tired when I record these. I mean, sometimes I am, but most of the time I'm not. So I don't know where these yawns are coming from. Ridiculous. Yeah, so pretty much the whole layout, I completely changed it. I didn't like it. I wanted to do something different. And then I said, don't be ridiculous. Do what you're comfortable with. And so that's why I went with this. I just wanted wood, but then it was too dark. I didn't want it dark. I wanted it more cozy. So I went with lighter wood, and then I eventually changed the flooring. I believe so, because it was just a bit too dark. Yeah, so I do change the flooring. I go with a much lighter wood. Yeah, that's the final wood, like that fake kind of knockoff or like linoleum wood kind of look. I really like that flooring, and it complemented what I was attempting to go with for this build, which, as we can see, the dark flooring and wood just didn't really suit this home or the goal I had in mind personally, which was lakeside view in suburbia, and so lighter woods looked a lot nicer. They also had this large bathroom, fully decked out, shower, bathtub, everything they could want they have in their bathroom. Now, then I tried to mix it up a little bit, see the different layouts, because everything just looked a little bit strange. I've ended up literally flipping everything back to how I had it originally, but it's always good to test to see if different layouts work out better. And then the way I did this like that, it just cut off everything. It looked very sad. It closed the space in too much for my specific desire. So I just literally went back with what I had initially, because I knew mentally, looking at it already, I was like, this is going to be a very awkward design, especially because of the full length door / windows. But then I figured, okay, I playtested it with my sim, Amy. She's rad. She's got cool hair from Eco Lifestyle, and I figured that you actually can go in and out of the build even if you crop off some of, or cut off some of the full length window doors, so you don't actually need to have all of it uncovered, which was quite relieving because it allowed me to actually create all of the space in here. And so I'm just messing around here trying to figure out the best layout. I end up completely refiguring the kitchen layout because where I had everything, it limited the space way too much. It's just very limiting. So my resolution, my answer to the problem was just making a smaller kitchen, which it's completely functional, but it is much smaller than desired. And so I had to keep on playtesting with Amy to make... Just got something in my throat. Almost choked. All good here, people. I had to keep on playtesting this specific section with Amy because I did cut off, or like I blocked a lot of the entryway, but it is completely functional in regards to getting through all of the doors. I don't remember if I playtested everything in this build, but I know for a fact that I did playtest going in and out, so there is no problem going in and out of the build. And then I thought I wanted to put a little computer in that space, but it just then made it feel like not a very flowy, functional main like chill room, like a main living room. So instead I decided to put in a really nice, beautiful bookcase. This bookcase is from the Moschino pack. It is one of the best bookcases that The Sims has designed, in my opinion. And it looks like an IKEA bookcase, which, like, yeah, everyone has IKEA bookcases. We just sold one when we moved because it was too big for the place I was moving into, so we literally sold this bookcase, but in black. And everyone has them, and I just think it's a really functional, awesome bookcase. And like the Moschino pack, when I purchased it on a whim, because I was like, this is kind of a little ridiculous, but then it was 75% off, and I am actually very happy I did. It has a lot of really nice items. Some of the clothing is, of course, a little bit out there for like an everyday sim, but I like it personally. I really like the dress that has like the lightning bolt on it. I like that. I like that a lot. All really cool stuff. But that's where the bookcase is from, and I think it suited this kitchen living room a lot nicer than a little table / computer area did. Also, when designing this specific space, I designed it in mind for 2 female Sims. One of them is like, this is the Sim I'm designing for now. She's a bit more modern, a little bit more artsy fartsy, a little bit more like confident in her style. I don't remember where those stand-up paintings are from, but they are so cool. And so with her style, she's a little bit more modern and a little bit more industrial. So you can see that in the items she uses, like her desk, her tables, her dresser, etc., etc. It took me a while to figure out which curtains would look best in this room, and I decided eventually to add these orange ones, and I think they just added a pop of color that the room needed. Like, I just like rooms that have a bit of color, but this one, it needed a little bit something. It was all very like industrial, and those orange pattern curtains just added the pop of color it needed. So apart from that, it's very simple and just quite ideal. Now, whatever sim gets this like loft, but it's not really a loft, room, the second room, the upstairs room, definitely would pay more in rent because they've got the bigger room and they have their own little personal balcony. I decided we're going to be a bit more of a musician. Again, keeping with just like very light and airy vibes. So a lot of the stuff is more warm toned, more grey white than typical other builds. Even though like this is such a cute aesthetic, for this one I really wanted to go with like modern / lakeside-y vibes, and I think this suited it. And I'm pretty certain I changed the layout of where the door went because I wanted to fit in a little couch area, because it needed a little couch just for her to chill it. So that's how I ended up figuring it out. And then I believe I changed the carpet too, because even though the orange is so nice, I don't think that is what I stuck with. Or maybe it is. I don't know, because I was thinking initially like that carpet looks so nice because again it adds a pop of color. It actually matches the curtains downstairs, but I really just don't think I kept it. I guess I did. Well, good, because I think it looks fantastic. Didn't want to say it until I was very confident. I did this build like 3 weeks, 4 months, a very long time ago, so I can't remember everything off the top of my head. I'm so surprised I kept that, because it's quite large in the space. I mean, it does suit it, but it is much bigger than I typically go with rugs. But okay, it is what it is. I like it. We're vibing here. So most of the inside is quite minimal, not too much clutter. Just like 2 young professional adults live here. We can pretend they are in the like arts industry. So one's a musician, one can be a, I don't know, maker of some sorts. They can do some rustic making if we really go with the industrial vibes, or maybe they are just like a business guru. Who knows? It's however you like to play it. And then I added a few planters just to give them the opportunity to grow stuff, and then just did a few very limited greenery outside, because again, I wanted to keep lakeside vibes, maximum views, but also like these planter boxes are so cool, so I slid those in. I think this is the second time I used them. I think I used them in a shipping build, which you can also find on my channel, but this I think is my official second time using them in a non-eco lifestyle build. And I actually really like them in this build because they look very clean and like something that you'd have at a lake, because they would be easy to manage and you could grow things in there that probably wouldn't grow in the soil. Me thinking about the acidity and pH of the soil. Those are things you gotta think about, and the planter box allows you to grow things that wouldn't grow in the soil. I know, crazy. And so I just added a very limited amount of trees. And then I just designed this little specific area, and it all looks nice and cozy and comfy. There was no real design or like thought process when I did this little green space, just to make sure the only thing I made sure was it didn't go through the wall. That was it. And then I found this beautiful little bird fountain that I decided to put in there, and it looked, I thought, better than having like a lot of plants to break up the greenery. It just suited it. I really like how it looks, and it suits it well. And so I decided to do, again, no landscaping on the outside, just a little bit of terrain paint to break up the space, show like growth, how the sun would actually hit it, etc., etc. So just to add a bit of realism to this specific build. And that's pretty much it. So let's go and tour it. So welcome to this comfy cubby lakeside build in this Building Newcrest series. So as you can already see, we are walking through into the living room and kitchen area. It's all very light and airy, very, very modern, and very representative of a shared space with this really awesome bookcase. I love the layout of this. Now here is their shared bathroom. Nice and large, very simple, very clean. And then through here on the first floor is the first bedroom. This is for the first sim. Very modern sim in here, a little bit industrial vibes with these nice curtains for pop of color. This is outside. They have a little space they can chill and eat and grill with their friends if they'd like, or each other. Maybe their enemies. It's whatever you want. Now, if we go up the stairs, this is the second bedroom slash almost a loft for this musician inspired sim. Again, very clean, light, airy with a little pop of orange, which was just coincidental but matches the whole place very, very well. And then outside, they have their little meditation space and then some planter boxes. And as you can see, in my mind, on that side, there's a beautiful lake. It looks very empty right now. Definitely needs to rain is what we are thinking here, but otherwise it looks very nice, very lakeside. As you can see on the back, I tried to keep very minimal windows just to make sure that there was not a lot of interaction between their neighbors. They're not a friendly people. That's where I'm going with this. You can find the other build again on my channel with a single dad and his two daughters, and this here is the whole entire build. I don't have a specific room that's my favorite. I like it all. I think it is very reminiscent of a lakeside in suburbia, and I hope you enjoyed watching me create this home. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye!